Ever since the two met, both Usman and Masvidal have talked about wanting a rematch, and it became a reality after the champ called out Kamaru after his UFC 258 win. We got this little street thug calling himself Jesus. He's thinking he is Jesus. And you know Joe, we tried to make that fight several times. They tried to make that fight, but he kept backing out. The only reason this man took the previous fight is because it was on 6 days' notice and he had a built-in excuse, Usman said of Masvidal after UFC 258. And he is still running his mouth talking about he broke my nose and stepping in on 6 days. Give him 3 weeks and he is going to do something. Guess what? It's not done. I will give you a whole training camp. I guarantee you won't sign on that dotted line, because this time I'm going to finish your ass. Now, ahead of the rematch, Jorge Masvidal is extremely confident he will get his hand raised. He has promised he will finish Usman, and says the fight will be violent, but tells fans to not blink. I want you to know, everybody watching, ain't nothing changed. I'm still that thug mother far out to get heads, Masvidal said on UFC Embedded. God bless everyone, don't miss the fight, don't blink because it's going to be violent.
What's up, everybody? It is Fight Week live here from Jacksonville, Florida. The first time in over a year that we have fans back. 15,000 plus on Saturday night. The main event, actually 3 main events, 3 title fights that are ridiculous. You got Valentina Shevchenko versus Jessica Andrade. You got Weili Zhang versus Rose Namajunas. And the main event, Usman versus Masvidal. 3 title fights that you do not want to miss. A couple things I want to point out before we get going here. The prelims that start on Fight Pass start at 6 o'clock on the East Coast. The ESPN Plus prelims start at 8 o'clock on the East Coast, and the main card starts at 10 o'clock on the East Coast. A couple of fights you might not know about. Let's start right here with Sabatini and Connolly. Sabatini, he's 13-2, 2 knockouts, 9 submissions. He's making his octagon debut, coming in as a top prospect. He has an 84% finish rate, and he is incredibly durable. This guy is all action. Connolly, 14-6, 4 knockouts. He also has 9 submissions. He has a 93% finish rate. In his debut, he came in on 5 days' notice, went up a weight class, and shocked the world by beating Michael Pereira. And injuries kept him out since then, but now he's back. He's ready to make a run in the featherweight division. Another fight you might not know about. Anthony Smith versus Jimmy Crute. Anthony Smith makes his return for the first time in 2021. Anthony has over 50 fights in his career with an astonishing 44 fights not going the distance. Anthony is tough, durable, always moves forward, and brings it. Anthony is facing the young Aussie prospect, Jimmy the Brute Crute. Just like his nickname, Jimmy's fighting style is brutal, with power in both of his hands, plus he has great submissions. He's never gone the distance in his UFC career, and he is looking to cement himself amongst the elite in the light heavyweight division. Ladies and gentlemen, the fans are back. We're back in Jacksonville. If you don't know, now you know.
It feels like you are the new face of PFL. Like, they are really getting behind you. Are you feeling that love as well, and kind of like the WEC UFC championship days?
Most definitely, man. Like I feel all that love, and even the fighters, you know, having like crossing paths with the other fighters, and jumping on to the gigs, and like, you know, it's like it's dope, man. Like I've earned that. I feel like at this point in my career, I've earned that. The work I put in 145 pounds, 150 pounds, and 170 pounds. Now I feel like I earned that right, and I still got to keep it. Like no matter what you did in the past, like you got to perform, man. That's where I'm at right now. I'm like, I got to go make sure this promotion is on my back. I'm gonna take this promotion and take it everywhere.
I'm a Masvidal fan because I think he's incredibly exciting and what have you, but you are right, there are levels to this, and you are the elite as far as I'm concerned within the welterweight division right now. How important is it for you to win this fight in dramatic fashion when you think about the Francis Ngannou and others? There are some exciting fighters, not just winners, but exciting fighters. Do you believe it's important for you to win this in an exciting fashion, or is it just about just finishing the job?
No, that is definitely important. You know, at some point in my career, it was about winning because you have to get to the top. You're climbing, and you can't climb if you're stumbling every time you take a step and you fall back. So it was about winning and getting to that point. And I've done that. I've showed the world that I'm the best that there is right now. And at this point, I'm starting to have fun with my career. I'm starting to open up. I'm starting to learn new things, new tricks, and we're seeing the results of that. And so in this fight, you know, the reason I wanted to have this fight is because I wasn't truly satisfied that first one. I took the fight on 6 days' notice, actually less than that, and cut all the weight, flew all the way up to the other side of the world with a broken nose, and still fought this man and dominated this man. And but I wasn't satisfied with the way that I dominated. You know, I want to end this fight in an emphatic fashion, and which is why we're replaying this fight.
Objection, Your Honor. Masvidal has gold. It's called the BMFL. Am I the only one? Hello, it was at the Mecca, Madison Square Garden. The Rock was there. Maybe you remember this. Why does he get the only championship in combat history that doesn't have a lineage and he's not forced to defend it? I think both belts are on the line myself. I think that if Usman wins, Usman ought to get another one for his shoulder. I really believe that. I don't understand how we had a championship match and then we quickly say that the history books are going to reflect that he's for champion forever, even if he gets beat. There has to be a lineage into it, and I will concede to you this. Yes, I very much like the way that this story is being told, as it has to do with the Undisputed Championship. This is not a cash grab, and make no mistake, we've done cash grabs before. In fairness, that's what their first fight was. That's what the 6 days notice was. That was about getting a paycheck, guys. This is all chips are in. Masvidal is the biggest star in the sport, and yes, you can submit your argument for Conor McGregor. Usman is the greatest fighter the welterweights have ever seen, and yes, you can submit your argument for George St. Pierre, but my point is the same, that they both have something the other one wants. Usman has never got his due, he's never got his shine. As a matter of fact, when they fought the first time, even though Usman won all 5 rounds, according to the judges at ringside, Masvidal left with all the credit. Masvidal got the pat on the back. Masvidal likely got the bigger paycheck, and he got the story told about him that he took a fight on 6 days' notice. Usman did the same thing. Usman hasn't got the credit. Masvidal wants the belt. Usman wants the glory. All chips are in, and I love that this is about competitiveness, not about...